Hello everyone, this is Sparta and welcome to episode 51 of the Wigan Athletic Career Mode. And yes, it is the Wigan Career Mode you're seeing being uploaded, not the Chef Wednesday one. Now the reason for that is, to be honest, I want to keep doing this Wigan Career Mode. It might be 2 FIFAs before I do another Career Mode with Wigan, and who knows what will happen then in terms of my channel and what I am doing personally. So I'm going to make this one the best it can be and keep going with it and not take a break. Just keep going and getting these videos out there. Plus, it's Wigan. I'm enjoying it and you guys seem to be enjoying it as well. Why ruin something like that? And what I'll do instead is, at some point in FIFA 19, potentially my second career mode of FIFA 19, I will do a Chef Wednesday career mode. The first one's going to be a Premier League side, a big Premier League team, top 10 maybe, top 15, and then I'll go on and do some other stuff. But yeah, that is the plan. If you're wondering why I'm changing up what I'm doing, there's a few reasons, but you'll find out all that information in a different video. It might be uploaded already, or it might not be. I'm not entirely sure when this video is going up, but if I have already uploaded it, I'll show you with a link or some kind of annotation. If not, then look out for that video coming soon. But on with this video now, and we'll check out the monthly scouting update for the youth players. And in England, it's not very good. We've got one okay person in Lance Hill and the rest are just poor to average. And in Mexico, we have got 2 pretty good players. The first one is Vasco Nunez. We scouted him last time around and he's still looking pretty good. And the other guy is this Rodolfo Ponce. Again, not looking too bad, and the rest are once again average or shit. And now into our first match of the episode against Spurs in the league, and it's going to be a good test for our team to see where we're at the moment. And it does start off a massive run of very important and difficult fixtures, so hopefully we'll get off to a good start. We are unbeaten in the league so far, 2 wins and a draw, but Spurs have been a tricky side for us in the past, and I believe our last game against them was a 4-1 defeat, so got to make up for that and prove ourselves the better side in this match. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the last episode, by the way. It was the episode 50 special, which was 2 months in game time, all the transfers, pretty much everything of this open to the season. Obviously at the end of that one, we scored ourselves a hat-trick with Alexander Isak, a pretty good loan signing, if I don't mean to brag, but for a person like him, a 78 overall player, to get on loan when they got the injury to Calvert-Lewin, it was just perfect, to be honest. And hopefully he can kick on from there, but I wasn't overly thrilled with him. I'm not overly thrilled with him at the moment because he kind of gave that away cheaply, but we'll see how it goes, and hopefully we'll do good this game after I've took a bit of a break from playing with this Wigan side. Might take me a while to get back used to it, as Aurier now attacks into Janssen. 1-0 Spurs. Wow, that literally was the first shot of the match. You can tell because I've been commentating all the way through. I wasn't expecting Janssen to score from there, to be honest. Wasn't the best at defending, but I thought I had that covered. But Janssen just picks out a brilliant finish. Nothing Harris can do about it. It's 1-0 Spurs. First time finesse shot, not looking the right way. 1-0 Spurs. Loftus-Cheek now could have really shot, maybe should have shot. Into Chaplin. You're going to get there, Chaplin. Off to Jack Byrne. I see the right side for Van Bergen. Oh! Finish! Finish from Mitchell Van Bergen. No. That is my commentary. Get fucking used to it. I don't care. 1-1. Van Bergen with a goal. It's Sergio Rico in goal after Chaplin wins that ball back. And, that was a brilliant finish from Van Bergen. 1-1. We've got a game on our hands, people. We've got a game. Just leaning back. That's fantastic. 1-1. Brilliant goal. See if I can make it better from the corner. We've got tall people in there, like Loftus-Cheek, like Fosu Mensah. Fosu Mensah makes it 2-1. Timothy. Well done, Timothy, lad. Good header. Is his name Timothy? I fucking hope it is. If not, I'm just like a rat twat. But 2-1 to us, ball in by Jack Byrne. Fosu Mensah rises to head it. Rico, no chance. And we're in front. It's been a lively, entertaining match. And 3 goals from 3 chances, really. Jack Byrne couldn't get there, and he get that. The fuck was that? Oh, don't run team manager. You just arseholes. Oh, 2-2, honestly. Every chance leads to a goal. Every good chance, should I say. Nothing I can do. Like, this passing was just 1-2, and then Janssen, bang, 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 goal. What can you do? What can you... 3 passes, Janssen slows it down, 3 passes again, first time shot from Ali is perfect in that top corner. Wow. Loftus-Cheek getting involved. Van Bergen's on a bit of a run. Van Bergen to Chaplin. To Isak. He didn't shoot. Chaplin will though. Oh, Rico. Good save. Right, ball in the box. Our last corner led to a goal. And our second one forced Cement heads wide. Corner ball to Spurs. We've made 2 subs. They've made 2 subs. I think that their subs are just that bit better. And how the fuck does Aurier win that header? Against, was it Isak? Jesus Christ, man. Really? Sometimes bullshit in this game is mad. And you saw it then with Aurier winning a header. But maybe now we can just use this to our advantage and get Chaplin a goal. And we do. It's 3-2 to us. Straight from their corner. And well, I say straight from their corner. Almost straight from their corner. But it's Chaplin who gets a goal and well deserving of it. He's been fantastic today. By the 2 subs we made was Ibe on the right. Schlupp on the left as a left winger for Salvador. And it's not been too bad with them 2 on. But that passed 1 touch away from Ramos, who's just not as quick as he used to be. And we get in there and get a 3rd goal of the match. 3-2, but there's still goals in this match, I guarantee you. Play it back to Loftus-Cheek, wasn't my initial aim, but we've got Moses now open on the right. Victor Moses, can you whip a good ball in? You can whip a tasty ball in. Ooh, Jordan Ibe. Ooh, good save by Rico. Schlupp, no. Taking on Aurier. Does well. Gets it to Acosta. Pings the ball in. Chaplin's there. And I've missed that. That's me. That's all me. I didn't think he'd get it. So I just held circle, hoping for the best. Hoping that win a header. That's a cracking ball in. And I put it wide. I'm an idiot. Who's fucking marking him then? Moses. Good tackle, lad. And inside to Gilby. Forward. Oh, fucking that pass. Shaw picked it off too easy. Why was Moses going forward? I don't know. I thought he went to the keeper. I looked away for a second. I'm an idiot. 3-3. That's all me. That is all me again. I thought I would pass it. When I passed it, I thought it's going to the keeper. I was going to hold square, and it didn't. It passed to Gomez. Oh my god. I thought, pass back to the keeper, and for some reason he went there, and I just didn't pay attention. What am I doing? All my fault. All my fault. I've thrown away 3 points. I have thrown away 3 points because I expected FIFA to do the right pass there and pass to the keeper, which you expect it to do. There was a clear path to the keeper, but for some reason, he passed it to Gomez. I thought I had more time. Obviously, it went to Gomez. I didn't pay attention. We lose 2 points because of it. A great game for the neutrals, no doubt about that, but not a great game for either defences there. You can see the stats. I'm going to try and skip through these a bit quicker. Apparently, Kane got injured towards the end. And in terms of who played well for us, who's going to get player of the match, I give it Jack Byrne. He didn't have a great game, to be honest. And even did Isak. How he got 8.6, I don't know. But it's going to go to Chaplin as player of the match. He was fantastic, and yeah, he deserves it. And after that disappointment against Spurs, we are now going to start our Champions League campaign away from home at Spartak Moscow. Hopefully we'll get ourselves a win. I'm expecting a win from this game and also the game against Villarreal a bit later on. PSG is the big threatening force in our group. But hopefully we'll get the job done. Hopefully we'll get the win. Same team as last time. Just got to be a bit better defensively. And me personally, I've got to stay awake for the entire fucking match. And not nod off in the last few minutes. Honestly, just so stupid that last match. So fucking stupid to give away that fucking goal at the end and basically give away 2 points. And you can't do that in the Premier League, never mind the Champions League. So hopefully we'll do better this time around. Isak didn't have the greatest of games last time. But again, that was against Spurs. It was my first game back after a while with this Wigan side. I was a bit rusty. I was relying a bit too much on Chaplin. But hopefully we'll do the job against Spartak Moscow here. Oh, very bit of luck and then a bit of unluckiness. And Chaplin, alright, gets a goal. 1-0 to us. Fair enough. A lot of luck about that goal because of the Loftus-Cheek running forward, and then he lost the ball. It bounced back, luckily, to Chaplin, who took a pretty good first touch, actually. Got himself inside, and then the second touch was a blistering effort into the bottom left-hand corner. It's been an episode of goals so far. Hopefully, though, it won't be more goals for them. 1-0. I say for them, I mean the opposition. 1-0 to us. That's all that matters. He wins it back though. It feeds in Isak. Oh, shit shot. Good save, really, but nothing fantastic. Should have done better with that chance. Should have done better. Oh. Never mind. I've not a clue. I was thinking to myself, he should have done better. I was getting ready to type it on my computer when the highlight happened. And then he just gave me the ball back. What was he doing? What was like? This was like the error we did last game. That kind of level of error. And, you know, maybe the FIFA karma has swung back in our favour. Who knows? 2-0. Fucking hell. Van Bergen did so well. Isak flicks off to Salvador. Back to Chaplin. Then to Alexander Isak. 3-0 within 20 minutes. What is going on? I haven't changed anything in the setting just in case you're like, oh my god, Baxter's cheating. I'm not. Why would I cheat against Spurs at Moscow? I don't need to. If anything, I would cheat against Spurs. And obviously you saw I didn't do that. That was disappointing. But there, 3-0, 20 minutes. Every shot's gone in. Can't even deny that. They've given us a goal. Our first one was a bit of luck, and this one was just good passing and a good finish. Loftus-Cheek, little fucking pass off Isak into Chaplin, turns his man well, gets a shot away, blocked, and again 4-0. This is embarrassing. But when you got Winston Reid, after what, this is our 5th season now, so Winston Reid, in his probably mid to late 30s, you're not going to do well, and the fucking fans are booing, and I can understand why. It's a good block, it just falls kindly back to Chaplin, and don't worry, after this match I will show the sliders straight away, go back to the main menu like I always do in games like this. But it's 4-0, it's a rout. Isak, get past your man, hold him off well than Alexander Isak. He got the ball through and got taken out in the process. Couldn't make him pay for it though. Isak's down, you dare be injured, you dare. Get the ball back though with Van Bergen. Maybe we can make him pay after all. Isak's back now. Went for his hat-trick. He might get an assist. Nah. But Isak a bit injured. And Fabre's going to get you fucking too right. He's getting a yellow card because of that. That was a fucking horrible tackle. And yeah, that was fucking nasty. Yet again here. Nasty tackle that. That is bad. That's going for the man. That is disgusting. I like it. Ooh, doesn't lose that somehow. Loftus-Cheek now on the ball. Into Chaplin. Isak. Shit shot really, but the keeper's fucked it up. Van Bergen. What? I don't get it. He's going to get sent off. Oh, you are taking the piss, ref. That should be a second yellow and a red. But it was weird. I went to cross the ball in, and for some reason, he didn't. And then, that what is this game? It has been mental so far. And Van Bergen's going to take the penalty. I would love to give it to Isak, but, you know, the rules are, if you make it, you take it. I love them rules. I was going to go for proper top right this time. Proper top right. Middle right. But it's 5-0 before half time. A goal every fucking 10 minutes. A fail of a celebration for a fail of a penalty. And Sparta Moscow. How their fans haven't invaded the pitch at this point, I don't know. Or at least walked out. One of the two. But it's 5-0. They've been shite. Utter shite in defence. Salvador. Chaplin on the inside. We've got Isak in the box though. That's what I'm going to aim for. Alexander Isak. There it is. There's the hat-trick. That's why he stayed on. 6-0. Honestly, I just can't. But I kept Isak on for one reason. He had 2 goals. I wanted to get him a hat-trick. And he's got it in style. Even though he's injured, he went for a diving header. Praise the man. 6-0. It's fucking getting worse. I don't know how, but it is for Spurs at Moscow. If I had 2 of them, it would be fantastic, but we don't. Acosta now. Go a little burst into the box. Ball in the box. Loftus-Cheek. Oh, how? I swear I haven't changed anything, and I will definitely go into the settings after this and prove it to you. No cuts after we get to the end of the match. How? I was just bullshitting with that commentary and burst into the box. How has he scored a header from there? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 7-0 and there's still about 25-30 minutes left of this match. It is fucking insane. Luiz. Out wide to Zuiev. Ooh, that is a tackle. That is a tackle from Jack Byrne. That's revenge for Isak, I'm saying. That's what it is. Send me off. I don't give a shit. Yellow card. That is how you foul. That is how you tackle. Jack Byrne. Take him on for the team. Oh, he's back up though. I'm kind of disappointed there. That is how you tackle. That is how you tackle. Get in. Vidal Pereira, he's onside. Vidal Pereira getting past his men. Can we make it 8? Can we make it 8? Put it back across goal. Well, we couldn't make it 8 in the end, but it is a 7-0 thrashing, and like I said, I will just skip straight through to the, why the hell is he getting the ball? Man's injured. Go and get treatment. I know you want the match ball, but surely someone can bring it to you, but like I said, I'm going to skip through to all that stuff. It was, yeah, this match, just insane. I think all the highlights are pretty much goals. One shot for them on target. I might try and find it for you, because it was shocking. The only reason I'm not showing it was because it was that bad. But, yeah, 18 shots, 16 on target for us. What, fucking fantastic. Only problem is, an injury to Isak, who has scored 2 hat-tricks in 3 games. He's going to get player of the match, and so is Chaplin. Yeah, Isak, Chaplin, both getting 10s. That is just how good they were. So, yeah, Isak, Chaplin, Van Bergen, pretty much, do you know what, they're starting 11. Starting 11 get player of the matches. Vidal Pereira and Ibe and Candero Nacho didn't have enough time really to do anything with the game. But yeah, starting 11 all get players of the match. And we continue onwards. You can see the other results as well. PSG won 4-1. We won 7-0. Sit down. We're better. Roma won. Atletico Madrid won 4-1, Bayern won, Celtic lost, what a shock, Barca won, what a shock. You know, all these shocking results going on here. And if I just quickly go to settings, if I can find it, there you go, half length, difficulty and more. 6 minutes a half, I'm actually going to change the ball back to default while I'm here. That's how I do the ball changing, just in case you were wondering. And here are the sliders, injuries for us obviously down to 48, doesn't seem like it. And their sliders are the exact same. I'm thinking of making the goalkeeper ability 70 at some point. Not sure when though. Maybe I might do it after this episode. But yeah, there you go. Sliders all the same. It was just a dominant performance. Alexander Isak has a 5-day injury after that match. He'll miss the next game but be available for the game after, which is good for us. But I do want to mention very quickly something I'm doing a bit differently with transfers from now on. Is if I make a transfer, either buying somebody or selling somebody, outside the transfer window, I won't show you that during the episode. What I'll do is I'll do a recap, and at the start of, say, January or the next season, I'll let you know if I bought anybody, sold anybody, and all that good stuff. It just makes it a bit easier and also gives you a bit of anticipation to wait and see what happens. So after that 7-0 thrashing over Spartak Moscow, we're back into league action, away to face Arsenal at the Emirates. Hoping for a win this game. We've been good against Arsenal in this career mode so far, but we don't know what kind of team Arsenal have got. They could have got a lot of good youngsters come through, or they could have signed some pretty big players who I've missed. But, you know, I'm hoping for a win. I'll expect we will get a win, but no Isak for this match because of that injury. But he should be back for our next game in the league, which is another big one. Weaving his way. Oh, El Nene. Oh, fuck you, El Nene. Mitchell feeding Ibe. Chipping the ball in. Back to Mitchell. Oh, he's put it wide. I thought that was in. And yeah, for our team news, just in case you were curious, Mitchell is replacing the injured Isak and so close to getting the goal. I think he hit the post. And also Ibe's in for the not so impressive Salvador. Roland Gomez just walking through the defender, well, the attacker there. Why not go for a fucking... Whoa, what the fuck? How close? Maybe another chance. Chaplin. Ah, senor, you fucking fuckface. And maybe he can leave his other one in a second. Mitchell. Back to Chaplin. Ref. You are taking the piss. Koulibaly's fucking elbowed the cunt in the face. That is a free kick and potential red card. Referees, obviously, in this game, though, aren't that good. Loftus-Cheek. Burn into Chaplin. We've got Loftus-Cheek making the run through. Here is Ruben. Oh, senor, with the save. Forward, Mitchell. Chaplin making that run. Mitchell finds Burn, who somehow finds Chaplin, who finds Mitchell, and saved by Asenjo. Loftus-Cheek just not getting forward at all at times. You're a striker, mate. Go forward. Cross to Lang. Back through to Ibe. Straight at the keeper. Can Lang get there? Oh, you fucking can't. What a ball forward that was. Harris, please fucking come out your goal and get that next time. Made me feel a lot safer. Oh, fucking hell. 0-0. Well, we haven't conceded in our last 2 games, which is something, but what a fucking horrible match. We missed a striker that match. Loftus-Cheek came on up front in the second half. I said he came on. He got pushed forward in that second half. We put Mitchell out wide for the start, then brought on Lang. Lang did well when he came on, but just did not feel like a good game there. Chaplin couldn't do much. Ibe couldn't do much. Just that back 5 from Arsenal nullified her for it. So I'm guessing you can tell which side is happier with a point and which side played for a point. I'll give you a clue. It wasn't us. They play in red, and we've played them in this episode at their ground. That's right, it's Spartak Moscow. It's Spartak Moscow, obviously. Duh, not Arsenal. Why would it be Arsenal for? And in terms of players of the match, or player of the match, I'm going to let FIFA choose, and it's give it to Jack Byrne, and to be honest, I can't really pick out anybody else who played fantastically well. So yeah, fuck it. Jack Byrne, man of the match, player of the match, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. And now into Carabao Cup action for this match against Brighton at home. Going back to the old way of doing these matches, which is just key highlights but with live commentary. So we're against Brighton using our second team, hoping for a win to get through and potentially win either the Carabao Cup or FA Cup this season. But like I always say, if I lose one of these competitions or both of them, I don't really care that much. We've got bigger fish to fry in the Premier League and also the Champions League as well. Gilder wins it back. Ball inside to Massey. Looking for a bit of support. Found it in Delgado Cerna. Getting a second chance. And then Massey on the ball. A bit too much on it for him, but he's kept it in play. With a powerful ball in. We've got people in there like Vidal Pereira, who makes it 1-0. 5 minutes into the match, we get the goal. And not a bad finish either. See, the ball there to Massey wasn't good enough. Whipped it back in the box. And we had Vidal Pereira and I believe Couto Patro there waiting to head it in. Vidal Pereira gets it and it's 1-0 to us. Bammet trying his best but getting just knocked off the ball really, and then that pass inside was shocking from them. And then for some reason Gilbert didn't pass then, no idea why, and they're in now and Nerman makes a pretty good save. Corner ball, power in, the front post area, couldn't get anything on that. Delgado Cerna wins it, plays it back out to Nabangna, who flicks a good ball in. So close there. Schlupp recycles to Gilby, and then to Nabangna. Burke now joining the attack, going to chip a ball in the box, why not? And that's why not. Fair enough, it is 2-0. Own goal by Lianco. You can't give that to Burke, no way. And yeah, I decided I've been playing a bit offline and doing some stuff with another career mode I've started with Chelsea as like a tester. And yeah, crossing the ball in a bit earlier or just doing crosses into the box, quite deadly. As you can see there, the keeper and the defender both mess up, leads to a goal, it's 2-0 to us. Comical defending. And there you go, game ends 2-0. All the action in the first half. Brighton really didn't do much to trouble Nerman, apart from that one shot I showed you. Other than that, it was a simple game. It's a 2-0 win and we're through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. Stats very quickly, 6 shots, 4 on target for us, scored 2 of them, and it was just a simple performance from us. 2 fouls, can't really remember them that much. In terms of play ratings, whoever played well, I'm probably going to give player of the match to Quoto Patro. Played very well, and my aim from now on is to give out the man of the match and player of the match a lot more harsher, if that makes sense. So maybe only 1 or 2 people per match. Obviously, if we have amazing performances like we did against Spartak Moscow, I'll give it to the starting 11. But for this one, Quoto Patro, well deserving of it, played fantastic through the whole match. A miracle has just happened. 1, we've managed to sell a player. 2, it's fucking Badiashile. He's finally gone, and of all teams to go to, he's gone back to West Brom. 4.65 million was the agreed fee. We get about 3.5 million. But yeah, I'm happy we've sold the player, and even happier it's Badiashile. So back to winning ways after that victory against Brighton, but now we face one of our rivals in the Premier League, and that is Man City. Now this game has got a lot more weight to it because after 5 games in the Premier League, only 4 teams are currently unbeaten. Liverpool, Stoke, and of course, us and Man City. So it's going to be an interesting match because of that. We've got Isak returning to the squad, so hopefully it should be a good game, filled with goals, hopefully just for us. Into Chaplin, flicked off to Isak, back through to Connor Chaplin, and past Edison. First chance of the match for either side, really, that was on target. And it's 1-0 to us. Chaplin with the goal, Isak with the assist. And so far, judge on Isak's form, I'm looking to make him a permanent signing because he's come in and done a really good job, and why would I not sign him? But 1-0 for us, Chaplin with the goal. Isak adding assist to his game now, and you know, I think he's got 6 goals and now at least 1 assist in so many games. Like 3 or 4 games. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Kiyode to Douglas Luiz. Jack Byrne doesn't dive in, then dives in, and now it's through. Jesus off the post. How did he get through all them legs? I don't know. Costa now involved into Isak. Can turn his man. Chip a ball in. Van Bergen's arriving. Oh, it's even Chaplin. It's Chaplin action. It's 2-0. Isak with 2 assists for Chaplin this game, and he do that weird celebration. 2 shots on target, 2 goals for us, and very clinically in front of the goal. I thought that was Van Bergen, because on the right side I'm thinking that's where Van Bergen should be. I thought Chaplin was cutting across, but Chaplin arrives late and gets a pretty good goal as well. 2-0 to us, 2 chances, brilliant goal from Chaplin there. And we're in good stead for this match. Able to get away here. Acosta running all the way. There's no support really with him, but there's no one really challenging him either. Whip a ball in. Van Bergen off the fucking bar. Edison. Chaplin makes it 3-0. Hat-trick. Hat-trick for Chaplin. 30 minutes in, 3 goals. Dominant. And not every shot now going in. Sorry about that, my throat is completely fucked as well at the moment. Since I recorded the last game, my throat has just been getting worse and worse. But yeah, headed there. Good save by Edison. I think he headed it, well, so he saved it onto the bar. And then Chaplin was there to follow up. Edison dived the complete wrong way. Could have saved it if he stood still. He didn't. 3-0 to us. 3-0 to Chaplin. 30 odd minutes gone. Van Bergen does well. Really well. Now Chaplin. Cutting back. Finessed effort. Connor Chaplin. 4-0. He's just been absolutely fucking fantastic this first half. Nothing City can do against him. They've got Gabby Jesus. We've got Connor Chaplin. The ball off to me is fantastic. Takes 1 touch inside. And then that is a brilliant finesse effort. Hits the post. Goes in. 4-0 just before half time. I can't see City getting this back. I can see City scoring. Maybe 2 or 3 goals. But not 4. Not even 5. Definite win on the cards. Potential draw. We know what FIFA's like. Or it could be another 7-0 win. Who knows? 4 for Chaplin though. And he'll become the top scorer without a doubt. Loftus Cheek. Across to Moses. Forward now to Van Bergen. Flip it into Alexander Isak. Good first touch. Good second touch. Good third. And there you go. 5-0. Isak gets in on the action. I mean, to be honest, it's only been Chaplin scoring, so somebody else needed to get involved. It's a good ball by Van Bergen. First time. That first touch, the second touch. Then the third. Fantastic control by Isak. And a fantastic finish as well. Under pressure from by far City's best defender in Sanchez. Van Dijk's not been fair behind. Mangel has been the worst. But it's 5-0. And the game looks well and truly won now. Gilby in a lot of space. Now Isak. Flick through to Chaplin. Off to Van Bergen. Through to Isak. Can he be on for his second of the match? Off the post. How unlucky. Chaplin, Isak, and Van Bergen linking up well. Back to Alexander Isak. Good first touch, good second, and once again, good third. 6-0 on the night. Isak with 2, Chaplin with 3, 4, even. Christ, I forgot how many goals he scored. Man City been torn apart here. Defensively not so good. Chaplin the ball through. First touch, actually it was his second touch. He didn't even have a third touch this time. First touch was good, and the second sees it land in the back of the net. The man is a goal-scoring machine apart from 1 game. He's had 1 bad game. The other games he scored 2 hat-tricks, and now he's got 2 so far. With time left on his side, he potentially could get his 3rd hat-trick in 4 games. I don't even know how that's possible, but that's Isak for you. Chaplin. Isak, he's onside. Alexander Isak, oh, blocked by Davinson Sanchez. That could have been his third hat-trick. He fucking knew it as well. Right, maybe a corner though, can lead to a goal now. KDB clears it, and that should be the match. Oh, that header was fantastic. And there it is, a match as well. So unlucky from Alexander... yeah, Alexander Isak, so unlucky from him there not to get a hat-trick. I mean, that chance at the end, Sanchez with a block. We had a few before it, and he probably could have scored one or two of them. But we beat Man City 6-0. I'm going to do the same thing as I always do. When I win a game dead big, is go through and show you all the sliders and all that, so you know I'm not cheating. It was just one of them games where every shot went in pretty much, and the shots that didn't go in led to a goal. So, yeah, 18 shots, 9 on target. Not that effective in front of goal, to be honest, in terms of accuracy, only 50%. But compared to City's 25%, you can see how we won. You see the rest of the stats there as well. In terms of who played well, I think it's going to be one of them where I give it to the whole starting 11 again. No one put a foot wrong. I'm also actually this time going to include Gilby and Ibe onto that list as well, because Gilby came on, did fantastic, as did Ibe. So yeah, players of the match there is the starting 11 yet again, and also Gilby and Ibe. And we'll skip forward. See, Chelsea and Spurs had a fucking 3-3. And once again, Spurs drawing 3-3 against a top side. Just fantastic. Newcastle beat Arsenal. How do you break down Arsenal? I don't know. And yeah, just quickly into settings now. It's right at the end. So yeah, 7-0 that last game as well. 2-7-0, oh sorry, 1-6-0, 1-7-0 this episode. I see it's on Legendary, nothing's been cut, there's no cuts. I'm not disguised to cut in here somewhere because I'm not good enough to edit that in, and if I was, then I would do it every single match, to be honest, not just this one. But anyway, shot error 30, there's a pass error. See the speed and the shot speed and all that, frequency's down for them. The goalkeepers are better, the marking's better, all the stats and the sliders, the same as always. Just a dominant performance by us. And now for the final game of the episode, we're against Villarreal in the Champions League group stages, the second match for us in this season's competition. And hopefully we'll get ourselves a win. We really need to if we want to get ourselves in a qualifying position for the knockout rounds. But our last game was a 6-0 win against Man City. Our last Champions League game was a 7-0 win against Spartak Moscow. So if we want to really challenge PSG for this top spot, we've got to keep winning and keep winning by big margins. And then when we face PSG, it's going to be a massive goal fest because they beat Villarreal 4-1 in their previous match. But again, that might say more about PSG than it does Villarreal. We'll find out soon enough. And it's going to be a fucking entertaining one, judged on the rest of this episode. Let's hope for not another Arsenal match. Well done, Acosta. And now, a bit of a counter-attack because Jordan Ibe is quick, but who's this fast bastard keeping up with him? Never mind. Jordan Ibe turned on the afterburners there. Chip it in. Backstick. Isak's there, headed down straight at Sevilla. Whatever his name is. Loftus-Cheek. Through to Isak, then Chaplin, back to Alexander Isak, and his goal-scoring form continues. Another goal for him, and that's his 4th in the Champions League, and is that his 10th now for us, or his 9th in total? I don't know, but the man is on fire. Just can't stop him. Calvert-Lewin, I mean, when you come back from injury, this guy is going to be at the club on a permanent basis, without a doubt. And you're going to have to fight for that fucking front place because Isak just scores pretty much every match. It is unreal how good he has been. He missed the Arsenal match and that was the only 0-0 game we had. And yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, no match ball has been changed. I forgot about that. And also the referee is wearing red. Also the colour that Villarreal are wearing. Just saying. But yeah, 4th goal for him in the Champions League. 1-0 up after 10 minutes. Ooh, Acosta not doing well there. And this might be a good chance for them. Every time they cut inside and they do the same shit. I'm slowly learning how to deal with it. As Jack Byrne gets forward, see Jordan Ibe should release him sooner, but my god. Never mind, we've got Van Bergen in a lot of space. Mitchell Van Bergen finesses it off the fucking post. I hate the post so much. Corner ball, whip it in front post. Isak might get that. The keeper's not come out, and never mind. Ibe back out to Jack Byrne, first time in. Isak, fuck the fucking keeper with a big fucking stick. Nacho getting forward now. He's on for Van Bergen, all from the same Time. Chaplin. I just don't care anymore. I generally give up. Fucking like 2 banks of fucking 4 at the fucking back for them. It's so negative. Isak pokes it through. Candido turns well. Lays it off to Jordan Ibe. And how the fuck did Alvaro block that? Free kick on kind of the edge of the box. I'm going to try and just lift one in there. We've got people in there who can do well, but my free kick abilities are shite. Loftus-Cheek. Jack Byrne, there's nobody on that left side. I was hoping Acosta would have been there, but he's not. And Gomez, fucking hell, that quick fucker. Where'd he come from? Delgado Serna in. And Isak is also in. Oh my, we can't score a second. We can't score a second goal. And I guarantee Villarreal will go and equalise in a couple of seconds' time. Out to Delgado Serna, into Isak. Isak to Candido. Try to get it back to Isak. He's still fighting. Alexander Isak. Doesn't matter. 1-0 win. Not the dominant performance I was looking for, but a win is a win. Villarreal barely did anything in that match. Just so defensive, negative and boring. And then barely fucking counted us. It was like all us having the ball and just no end product because we couldn't get anything going. Isak tried. He got the goal in the end. And it's 1-0 win for us. 3 points in the group stages. Get it. Very similar starts to the Man City game in terms of their shots and our shots, but you can see that we just didn't get our goals today. I think we used them all up in that Man City match. Possession was more ours. I'm surprised they had that much possession. I really am. We didn't get an injury to Loftus-Cheek, but it's some, I think somehow we ran it off. I'm not 100% sure about that, but in terms of player of the match, I'd give it to Jack Byrne, but I can't give it to Jack Byrne. He kind of pissed me off for a lot of that match. I think instead it will go to probably... I'll give it to Isak. He got the goal for us. He won us the match. Loftus-Cheek didn't play bad, neither did Moses. But Isak got the goal, was a threat all game. Isak gets player of the match. I'm going to end off the episode here by looking at our Champions League group. And you can see we are currently first, joint with PSG. Only 2 games been played. We've both won our first 2 matches. Only conceded 1 goal between us as well. So our next match against them, I think it is in the next episode, will be a good one. And now, to check out the Premier League table before we go on to Player of the Month and Goal of the Month and all that good stuff. But you can see we are currently in 5th place at the moment, only 3 points behind Man United, but we have by far the best goal difference in the league. We've scored 5 more goals than Liverpool, who are the 2nd best scoring side, but we've won 3 and drawn 3. That is our biggest thing this season. Not finishing off games, or in some cases, making mistakes, but now only 2 undefeated sides remain in us and Liverpool, and we face them, I think, next actually, so another undefeated record potentially on the line. But yeah, there it is, the Premier League table. As for Players of the Month, that's right, there are Players of the Month. We've got Chaplin, Jack Byrne and Alexander Isak. For Chaplin it was good games against Spurs, Spartak Moscow and Man City. For Jack Byrne it was good games against Spartak Moscow, Arsenal and also Man City as well. And for Alexander Isak, that last game against Villarreal, and also good games against City and Spartak Moscow, the ones we won 6-0 and 7-0. So that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching. And now on to Goal of the Month. I forgot about that. I completely did. But anyway, Goal of the Month now, then the end of the episode. And Goal of the Month will go to Ruben Loftus-Cheek for his headed goal against Spartak Moscow, the 7th in this match. Just a brilliant headed goal from such a distance. Had to be Goal of the Month. And plus it's Ruben Loftus-Cheek, one of my favourite players, so easy choice for me. And in terms of Goal of the Month and all that stuff, when I start streaming, I'll still do that for the first season, and like Player of the Season and all that stuff. Then after that, I won't show it at the end of every episode. Instead, I'll just, basically choose the best player from that season and also the best goal as well. So that will happen on the streams. I'll explain more when I do start streaming. But for now, this has been Baxter. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'll see you again next time for more very soon. Goodbye.